Hello everyone, today I will be going to give an introduction about Linux to give you guys a better understanding of its history and the many uses it provides, as well as if there might be any benefit for you to use it as well. So let's begin and move on to our first point. Okay, so our point is history of Linux and why it's unique. So Linux was created in 1991 by Linus Torvalds, a student who wanted a free and open alternative to Unix. So it started as a small project but quickly grew with contributions from developers. And today, in the current world, Linux powers everything from personal computers to servers, smartphones, and things like supercomputers. So what makes it unique? Well, Linux is open source, so unlike Windows and Mac operating systems, Linux is freely available and anyone can modify it and distribute it. It's also customizable, meaning users can choose different desktop environments, themes, and system settings. And lastly, it's lightweight and efficient. It runs both on powerful machines and older hardware with lower resources. So next we have, why does Linux stand out? Well, Linux has different features such as security. It has built-in security features and fewer viruses compared to other operating systems. And then next is stability. Many servers and enterprises trust Linux because it rarely crashes and has long-term support. And lastly, it's free and community-driven, meaning no licensing fees, and it has continuously improves with the community and support from it. So now we have some popular Linux distributions, and these distributions are as follows. Ubuntu. It's one of the most user-friendly distributions and it's great for beginners. And next we have Fedora, which focuses on the latest technology and is backed by Red Hat. And lastly we have Debian, known for stability and is the foundation for many other distributions like Ubuntu. So our next reason is, why use different distributions? Well, some distributions focus on stability while others prioritize cutting-edge features or security. Users can choose one that best fits their needs. So for beginners, you should probably use Ubuntu, Linux Mint as they're easy to use, and for developers, you should try reaching around Fedora, Arch Linux, as is up to date with the software. And next we have, for servers, you would probably use something like Debian, CentOS, a Ubuntu server, as they're reliable and secure. So now our next point will be different ways to start Linux. Well, the different ways are with dual boot. So this will install Linux alongside another operating system like Windows, for example, and choose which one to run as startup. It's great for users who want to switch between Linux and their current operating system. Next, we have a virtual machine, VM. This can run Linux alongside software like VirtualBox or VMware. This allows users to test Linux without changing their system. And next, we have live CD/USB. This means booting Linux from a USB drive without installing it, and this is useful for trying out Linux before committing to an installation. So which method is best to choose from? Well, with dual boot, you have a best use for long-term and full performance. With virtual machine, it's ideal for testing and running Linux inside another operating system, and for live USB, it's a quick way to explore Linux without installing it. So with that, we have learned a little bit about Linux and what makes it so useful in our current times, and why many users continue to keep using Linux. This video marks the end of part 1 of our series, so with that in mind, I want to give a quick thanks and appreciate your support. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video where I cover some concepts in Linux and learning the commands from them. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.